Okay, let's talk a little bit about finding your true self. When we are born, all of us, we came to this world without anything. We were just naked babies. We didn't bring anything with us. But after a few months, our parents started telling us, I am your mom, I am your dad, this is your brother, this is your sister. You are born in America, you are born in England, you are born in Africa, you are born in China, you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, you are a Jew, you are a Buddhist, all these religions. And your father is a businessman, a doctor, and you are living in this small village or in this town. All these things, they started telling us. And we heard all these things, and it took us some time to learn all these things. And then we started thinking, or we started identifying ourselves from this knowledge, from these labels that they were telling us. So my name is Navodi, I am born in this country, and my religion is this, my father is like this, and all this, from which all this information, there was identity, a self-identity was created in myself. And with that also, how I felt when my mom was telling me, oh, you are a good girl, when I did a good thing. When my father was shouting at me when I did something bad, you are a bad girl, you shouldn't do like that, your sister and brother are better than you, they didn't ever do like this. And when I heard these things, how I felt, I made beliefs in myself. Oh, I'm a good girl. Or sometimes I felt like I'm a bad one. All these things. And then how I saw the world was, I was perceiving the world from this self-identity that was created. I didn't create it myself. It was this hearing from this outside world. All these things were coming inside of me. So it is actually no one's fault or no one's creation, this self-identity. It is how it works. It is how the mind is working. It's how it works. It is a natural process. And then we go to school, we go to work, we meet friends, we deal with the society, we go to religional places, we deal with the political parties, with the politicians, or we get into political concepts and the cultural things, how a girl should behave, how a boy should behave, how you should eat, how you should wear, how you should brush your hair if you are a girl, which kind of watch you should wear if you are a boy, all these things. Every little thing. We learn from the society. We learn from others. We watch TV and we learn things. We hear from the radio things. We read books and we learn things. From talking with other people, we learn things. So, our minds are gathering all this information, and we start creating this identity, and it is all the time evolving, this identity. But the basic thing stays the same, like the things that were felt, that the beliefs that I got when I was a kid, for example. I'm good, I'm ashamed for some things that I did, this shame inside of me, the guilt inside of me, this belief I can't sing, or I can't do public talks, or these things. It's a limitation, the beliefs that are so limiting us. These stays with us. So we look at the world through these beliefs. These beliefs make my identity. So we are looking at the world from these limiting beliefs, so we perceive the world from these limiting beliefs. But if I tell all of you, take a paper now and write everything that was put on you, that was told, that the others told you from your childhood to now, who you are. So your name, your age, where you're from, your religion, all these things, what you learned, everything. You write, you can write a whole book with 100 pages, so maybe some people 2,000 pages, I don't know. Maybe you have a PhD, maybe you have a doctor, maybe you have done these things, maybe you traveled there, here, read that much books, I think. Yeah, some people can write a lot of things. But whatever, how many pages that you wrote, let's collect from each and every one and let's burn everything. So what stays now? If you take everything off, if you take all these labels and all this knowledge away, what stays? These labels and these stories made each and every one of us different from each other, right? But if you take all the stories away, if you take all these labels away, are there any difference between you and me? There's no difference between you and me. If you take all these labels and all this conditioning and everything away, then we are same. Then we are one. That is our true self. When we let go of our labels, when we let go of this mind-made self-identity, then you have your true self. When you let go of this mind-made part, that is how you can discover your true self. Your true self is all the time with you. Even now it's with you. You are not alone. If you think sometimes you don't have anyone, you are alone, you feel alone. No, you are not alone. Your true self is with you all the time. He's waiting there to be discovered. He stayed with you all your life, when you were worried, when you had bad times, when you had good times, when you were sick, when you were having the time of your life, when you are going to a party, when you were crying, when you lost everything in your life. All the time there was one thing with you, all the time, not changing at all. All the time it was there for you. It is still there for you. It is your true self. It's waiting until you take some time to listen to it. That is why you came to this world, to see your true self, to be one with it. Now you are two. You have given more importance to the mind, more importance to the mind-made self. You think that is the one. You think that is the one who is making you happy. That is the one you have to make happy. But you can't ever make that self-made I happy. It will never get satisfied with anything, because it's all the time looking with duality. It's all the time looking with comparison. It's all the time judgmental, this mind, because it can't do anything else than that, because it is built on that system. It is not the mind's fault. It can't function any other way than that. It is all the time functioning with duality. I am here and I am experiencing that. It cannot function any other way. It can't understand this oneness. So, if you can see that your true self is there waiting to be discovered, and to give a little bit attention to what you feel, how you feel. Let go of this mind chatter, this chatter of the thoughts. Take a little bit time to calm down, to stay still, and to listen to your inside. Then you will start connecting to your true self. We have lost the connection with this conscience. We have to build the connection again, because otherwise we are like machines functioning. Just because we have to function, we are functioning. We don't feel our hearts. We are working only with the logical mind. What is the logical mind? It is the one that was conditioned. That is the one built with other people's ideas. It is not ours. It is not the real you. The real you is your true self that is waiting inside to be discovered. And he is now very happy that you are listening to this, that you take one step to realize that he is there. And now you know that he is inside of you. And now you can give a little bit of your time, attention to discover him. That is the most important thing, or the only useful thing that you can do in your life, to discover your heart, your real self. That is the way to happiness. That is the way to fulfillment. When you discover it, then you will understand why you came to this world, what is your purpose, what you should really do. Now what you are doing, all the professions you are doing, all the things you are studying, these conditioned things from the society, from the religion, from the culture, what your mom wants, what your dad wanted, what your brother wanted, what the society wanted from you. That is what you are doing now. But when you discover your real self, then you will start seeing what your real passions are, what your real inspirations are, what your real things that would make you happy. Only then you can get to know these things. You think you know yourself, but you don't know yourself. You know this mind-made self-identity, it's a fake one. You have to discover the real one. That is where the fun begins. That is where the adventure waits. So discovering your true self is it's the only noble thing that you can do.